Welcome to the 100 subscriber special. At the time of recording, we're at 150 subscribers, which is pretty crazy. Thank you guys so much. So for today's video, I wanted to share footage that has been previously unreleased. That is my reaction of receiving my ATAR. So I don't actually have the screen recording of me opening the website and seeing my scores, but I will give some commentary on the before, during, and after, and I do have a video of my face when I see my results. Hi everyone, my name is Darren. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm a recent Year 12 graduate from Scotch College based in Melbourne, Australia, and starting in March, I will be studying medicine at Monash University. For those of you living in Victoria, particularly Year 11 and Year 12 students, it's pretty tough to have to go into lockdown again. Cut yourself some slack, do things that help you stay sane and stay happy, like shooting hoops in the backyard or FaceTiming your friends. But academically, don't fall behind and just do things that you can be proud of once the lockdown is over. If you're feeling down, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm happy to chat. I spent a lot of last year in a similar lockdown situation as well. I hope today's video can be some sort of light in the tunnel for you guys. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So let's talk about that period between exams and getting my ATAR. For me, that was a 1.5 month period because my last exam, chemistry, was in the middle of the testing period and not towards the end. The most draining week during that time was probably the week after my last exam, because I would have flashbacks to my exams and dream about some of them, particularly the ones where I knew I got some questions wrong, like the maths exams where they released the answers. And so thinking about the questions I got wrong, wondering could I have done better, how did I make that mistake, that wasn't very helpful and was quite tiring actually. But I think as time got longer and also restrictions were loosened a lot around that time, I went out with friends, we went to each other's places, we played basketball, went swimming, played pool. I think all those things were just really relieving and I felt really good. I was done with exams, had all that behind me, no more studying for a while, and also you can sleep in a bit later. All those little things really made me quite happy throughout that period. And also I think I was less nervous than a lot of my friends might have been who were quite worried, because I knew for the goals that I was setting for myself, I would have to choke really hard for me not to achieve them. And so I knew that I was confident that that wasn't the case. So I had a pretty relaxing bulk of that 1.5 month period. Then the nerves really started kicking in though 3 or 4 days before ATAR came out, because that was the time where, ATAR, it was a cloud hanging over all that time and now it's slowly, getting closer, slowly thinking about it. And it was a really ambiguous period as well because I wanted to know my result. I wanted to get it done with, all those questions I got wrong. How did they affect my score? But at the same time, I also didn't want to know. I've had a great holiday. Do I really need to know what my ATAR is? All those thoughts made it quite a confusing time then. I think the day before ATAR was a very interesting day. The day seemed to be long and short at the same time. I went to bed really late and it was just crazy to me that in 10 hours, in 8 hours, I'll know my ATAR. I'll, be able to click on that sign in and view ATAR button and be like all those videos that I've seen before. So that was pretty crazy to me. I was mildly nervous. I think I was more secondhand nervous the day before ATARs because a lot of my friends were talking about it, and particularly my parents. My parents were very nervous and very excited at the same time, particularly my mum. I think for me, so I'm quite transparent with my goals. I wanted to get 99.95, and with the subjects I had, the work I put in, the ability I had, that was quite an achievable goal for me. So my mum would always worry. She'd be like, "Oh, Darren, do you think you got it? Do you think you did it?" And I was actually had to be the one to reassure her in a strange reversal of roles. So that was very interesting. I think my parents were more nervous than I was, but I was also catching nervousness from the people around me. So, day of the ATAR. Game plan was wake up at 6:55, go downstairs, open the ATAR, everything's done, and then whatever happens, happens. So that's actually not what happened, and the first moment I knew my game plan was not going to work was when I heard my mum's footsteps coming to my room, and that woke me up. I checked my phone, 6:17 a.m. I knew I wasn't going to be able to sleep, and so it was going to be a very long 45 minutes. I had nothing to do, I just milled around the house, checked my phone. When it got closer, some of my friends opened the email with their study scores. It doesn't give you an ATAR, but VASS sends your study scores in early. I was really happy for them. A lot of them did well. For me, I wanted to leave that. I wanted to check my ATAR together, and I wanted to go through that process you see in all the ATAR reactions where they click, sign in and view ATAR, view your 2020 ATAR. So that's what I wanted to do. And at 7 o'clock, I sat down at my iPad. I was really nervous, really excited, but it was that kind of feeling, those kind of feelings that I try and keep on the down low, and I try to just get through the next few minutes and just let that nervousness bubble inside me, but not, explode before I open it. That's also not what happened because I couldn't log in for a long time. I was confused between VCAR and VTAC ID, but the biggest problem was my password. I tried every single password I've ever used, and none of them worked. And I had to reset my password, which took a bit of time. And I realized it's because VCAR requires you to have a special character. So when you guys check your results, remember, you need a special character in there. Don't forget the special character. I forgot which one I used, and I just put it randomly somewhere. I forgot we even needed one. So it was, it was a lot of time spent on figuring that out. So it was a good, I think I opened it quite a lot later than other people. People were already sending me messages asking me how I went. And I hadn't even, opened my ATAR yet. So I do have a video of myself, of my face, when I open my results, and you can actually see me click view ATAR. But I don't have the screen recording or anything synced like that. I think the whole process was just too long, and I just really wanted my result out. And so I didn't have all that prepared. So I know my facial expression seems a bit underwhelming, but keep in mind that I wasn't planning to release this footage, and also I think the whole extended waiting period with the password reset drained the wow moment out of it. I was really happy inside because there really is nothing more gratifying than seeing something you've dreamt about, something you've worked hard for, come to fruition. So after I got my study score and my results, I went outside my room, I told my parents, we all shared a hug, and it was just a beautiful conclusion to cap off a very tough year, both academically, with lockdowns, and also family stuff as well. So after I opened my ATAR, my parents and I went to South Melbourne Market, which is a market in the city, and we had some delicious food there. It was a really sunny day, and it was just a beautiful time. I think I got happier and happier as the day went along, because things finally started to sink in. It's like all this 2 years of VCE paid off. I did well, got the result that I wanted. And I messaged a lot of friends and we congratulated each other. A lot of other successes at Scotch as well, which I was really happy to see. It was just a really good feeling, a good vibe day that day. And that afternoon I went to school for the photo. It was a very cathartic day, the ending of a lot of emotions and a lot of hard work, and it represented the closing of a very long chapter of my life. Thank you for tuning in to the 100 subscriber special. I hope it's provided some inspiration. It's amazing to me when I see new subscribers join and when I see more people viewing my videos, because I'm just so glad that I've been able to interact with you guys for a few small minutes of your day. The next milestone is 500 subscribers. I'm thinking of doing a Q&A, so feel free to leave questions in the comments below about studies, about me, about anything you're interested in. So try and stay sane in the next couple of days if you're living in Victoria, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.